Hello everyone and welcome to another update from the Avalanche ecosystem. Today we have a lot to talk about, partly because I didn't do a ecosystem roundup last weekend, so we have a little bit of a backlog to work through. But generally the Avalanche ecosystem has been heating up a lot, so a lot of apps have come onto my radar. And now there's actually so many that I needed to make a full-on Excel list just to, put them into categories. I've not had the opportunity to go through all of them in depth, so we're gonna go through them pretty quick in this video. If you're interested, please do your own research on top of it as well. There will be a couple projects in this video that I mostly just know because I noticed that they followed me on Twitter and then I noticed they were building something on Avalanche. So definitely, as always, not financial advice. If there's something I missed that you think I should cover, or if there's something you think I should cover more in depth, happy to hear from you in the comments. First of all, some big personal news. Since yesterday, I am a validator on the Avalanche network. As you can see, I already have 25 AVAX delegated to me. I think I saw on Twitter who delegated that. Thank you so much. I set the fees at 2%, so the lowest possible. Other than that, there's nothing really fancy. I don't currently have any plans for any, special tokens as airdrop or any liquid staking or so, which there are options for. So whenever you do search for your next validator, do consider that there may be different options. But if you're willing to delegate to me, like I said, lowest fee possible, 2%. And I'm running them via Allnodes. Now, Allnodes is a professional company, non-custodial, and they're gonna take care of the IT part of it. I've been following them on Twitter and I've been paying extra close attention to how quickly they update. Like if I see, for example, Gabriel post that Allnodes should update, then they're generally really quick. I also found their support to be very responsive, and it's actually very simple to do. So that is where my node is hosted right now. As you can see, it's gonna go through the 1st of January. And then I'm just gonna have a little review moment to see if I want to change anything about it. But there is a very good chance it will just continue validating after that as well. Now I do have a referral code for Allnodes. I have absolutely no clue what it does. But I am leaving it down in the description in case you're interested in validating yourself. But you're thinking maybe, oh, I don't have the technical knowledge. Or in my case, what if I want to travel for 2 weeks? Do I need to consider bringing a laptop so I can log into my node? All of that you don't have to worry about with Allnodes. So if you're interested, check it out. And then some other good ecosystem news is the launch of the Good Bridging token. It's a reflective token that's been airdropped to everyone who used the Avalanche bridge. 100% of the supply, as I understand it, has already been distributed. No clue if it's going to go anywhere or if there's any further plans for it. At current price, I do think it's worth quite a bit, so you could sell it. Personally, I'm thinking of holding on to it just to see what it's going to do. If you want to check if you've received any Good Bridging tokens, you can use the contract address either in MetaMask or on the Seedchain Explorer to read the contract. Starting with dApps, now I'm going to cover these in no particular order, but I'm starting with Wonderland, Wonderland.Money. Wonderland is essentially a fork of Olympus.DAO back on Ethereum, and to my understanding the goal is to make some sort of kind of stable financial product, and it can be used as a medium of exchange. There's 2 ways you can currently interact with it. You can either buy and stake time, or you can stake LP tokens, which can then be used to buy discounted time at a later date. Now supposedly time is backed by a basket of goods, including time LP tokens, which should give it an intrinsic value it cannot fall below, plus it can give you a little bit of staking rewards. Made possible by the introduction of the 0x API on Avalanche is DexGuru. DexGuru combines a trading view screen, so you can do some technical analysis with a order router, plus it has some on-chain analytics. Now DexGuru does not yet have a Guru token, but on Twitter account they specifically specify yet. So it may just be a good idea to interact with the app just once. That's not financial advice, of course. Similarly made possible by the 0x API is ParaSwap. ParaSwap is a liquidity aggregator that promises the best price across every swap. As you can see, ParaSwap has already integrated a number of our exchanges, and they do not yet have a token. Do with that information what you want. And also live thanks to the 0x API is Matcha. Matcha will try and find the best route for your trade to take, and is now available on Avalanche. ForgeDAO also has already taken its first baby steps into the Avalanche ecosystem. Currently not too many strategies are live, plus I noticed that this still has the Polygon logo, but I'm sure that they will come up with more stuff. ForgeDAO is also a yield aggregator. Then one thing that's coming up on Avalanche is the Hubble Exchange. One of Hubble's key features is the enablement of perpetual futures on the Avalanche ecosystem. It's not technically live yet, but there may be options for you to test it if you're so inclined. Then currently in testnet and launching via Avalanche is HurricaneSwap. HurricaneSwap is a cross-chain trading protocol based on the Rogue protocol. Essentially it means that the LP tokens will be moved over. You can currently already interact with the app on the testnet, and if you do so you will get airdropped a little bit of Hurricane tokens. If I remember correctly, the top 20% holders of the HCT token will share 300,000 HCT tokens, and then the other 80% will share 700,000 tokens between them. So if you want to get started, you just need some AVAX from the testnet, probably swap some of that for some HCT, and then farm your tokens in the app. So fun fact, I just went to check until when the testnet event would run, and actually the rules have changed a little bit. What I said previously is still true about the 700 and 300,000 tokens. Do keep in mind that in order to qualify for those, you do need to take all the actions, so swap, add liquidity, farm, and harvest. But there's also another 600,000 tokens plus 100,000 in IDO whitelist rewards available. The rules for that are not yet published, but supposedly that will be more fair for people joining in late. The deadline to participate in the testnet event is extended and is now set for the 20th of September. Then also on the testnet is the Orca protocol. Orca protocol is a liquidity fork in the same way that Teddy Cash or XDollar are. However, there's a couple differences. First of all, the UI is a bit different, and personally I do strongly prefer it. And what I personally also think is really cool is that part of the revenue, I believe 15%, will get donated to charities that have some sort of marine conservation effort going on. Then back to life, looking at Avacash.Finance. Avacash is a Tornado Cash fork similar to how Sherpa Cash is, to my understanding at least. A couple differences that I believe exist is that for Sherpa Cash, of course, we had Tyler on to explain the trusted ceremony, which basically gave us the opportunity to guarantee for ourselves that the entropy was 100% secure. With Avacash, I have not seen the option to participate in that. But what Avacash does do, which I have not yet seen from Sherpa, is that Avacash will take the deposits that you have into the protocol and deposit them into other yield farming apps. That way your AVAX should still be generating some revenue while it's sitting in the pool. Penguin.Finance, of course, has been around for a little while, but it's got some really cool updates that I just quickly want to share with you as well. Also because if you haven't been paying attention, you might need to take a couple actions. First of all, there's now a new version of the farm where you can earn multiple rewards, PFI, but also the original liquidity pool reward, plus some IPFI, apparently, more on IPFI later. While originally, of course, they had only Penguin farms, they now also have Geo farms, but I'm still waiting for the new version of my PFI Snop farm. Then also, what I mentioned previously, XPFI is now IPFI. It is an upgraded version which can do a bunch more cool stuff. If you still hold any XPFI, you should use the app to migrate to IPFI to keep on earning rewards. Then there's a whole bunch of new yield farms that either launched or is launching. Personally, I've not had the chance to look deeply into any of them, but if you're a DGen Ape, I would recommend you to look into these. If you find anything particularly cool, please share it with the rest of us in the comments. So in this category we have Onyx Farm, we have Avamax, which is also Polymax. Ava Eagle is at the time of recording not yet live, but by the time you see this video it may be live. The Dragon's Lair is partnered with Trust.Finance, and to my understanding they're going to focus on play to earn and crypto gaming. Crypto Yield Focus is a yield farm and AMM. They are rewarding their token holders with 40% of the swap fees, and they have a build your own farm feature coming soon. Eskimo Finance is another yield farm with a gaming angle. There is StormSwap, which is also a yield aggregator / yield farm. You can farm using LP tokens to single-sided staking, and at the moment you can use your Storm tokens to farm some PNG, Geo or wrapped AVAX tokens. Another yield farm is the Flying Dutchman. They will also include lotteries and at some point also initial farming offerings. So that was a very quick intro to a bunch of yield farming protocols. Like I said, I've not had the opportunity to review all of them in depth. Nothing on this channel is ever financial advice, but before you ape into anything, do take a moment to read their docs and check their Twitter accounts so you can be sure what you're actually aping into. Then finally in the app section there is Ape Island, Ape In. Personally I think this looks really cool, but at the moment I believe it's not yet completely live on Avalanche. What you can do already is get the Ape In token on Trader Joe, which you will need later to make your apes. But to my understanding the actual app is not yet live. I expect there will be something happening around season 3. Then finally onto NFTs. Once again, there's a lot of them. I've not had the opportunity for all of them to review them in depth, so if you're interested in any of them, do a little bit of your own research and generally consider only buying the ones you personally really like. That said, let's start with AF Sloths. AF Sloths is a colorful collection of different slots. If you held both a Crypto Seal and a Hatchy Pocket, you could yesterday claim one for free. There were 250 to claim for free total. If you haven't claimed one yet, I'm afraid it's too late. There were only 250 available and they're all taken. As you can see, I managed to claim myself sloth number 2. He's really cute and all of them are quite cute. Minting of new slots is not yet live, but probably will be quite soon. Then Lootfish already went live and sold out in an hour. These NFTs have a couple unique features. For example, they could have multiple tiers of rarity, but it could have also been a chest which you could have burned for AVAX. and later on you'll be able to burn your fish for aquarium decorations as well. On top of that, $10k US will be donated to the Coral Reef Alliance. Then launching soon on Avalanche is Crabada. Crabada is kind of an NFT/game. There are multiple breeds of crab and they can come from multiple kingdoms. There's a couple of examples up on their website. And you'll be able to use them to mine, loot, breed and battle. Heroes NFT is a combination of collectible playing cards and play to earn. You can pre-order a hero pack and later on you'll also be able to farm some governance tokens. They also have a referral campaign going on in the moment, so if you're planning to buy some heroes, I would appreciate it if you would consider using my referral code. NovaX, of course, we already discussed last time. There is still a couple more planets available to be minted. And if you already own a planet, don't forget to harvest the resources and upgrade your planet. Hodo.Network is not yet live, but they are also planning to incorporate location into their NFTs, quite similar to Lost Worlds. And I think at some point they might also like to incorporate a marketplace of some sort. Avax Universe's Avax Reels are already live, and as far as I can tell, you can already mint them for 1 Avax each. Avax Cats again are a collection of 10,000 cat NFTs. X-Goats is a collection of goat NFTs. To my understanding, there will only be 100 available in the first generation. AV Pepe is launching soon and is a collection of 2,500 Pepes. The Potheads Gold is another collection of 10,000 NFTs. One unique thing about them is that you can actually burn them for a chance to get a laser eye pothead. Avax Bros is a collection of 2,000 characters with a 1% chance of minting a Super Bro, which are probably the rarest kind of bros. Avax Blobs is an NFT project that's based on different colors and then different grades of clarity. Existing Avax Blob holders will share 10% of the minting fee of new Avax Blobs. Launching quite soon is Crypto Waifus. Their sale method seems kind of unique. You can find an explanation of that on their Twitter account, but essentially they are a collection of 1,000 waifus with different rarities. Then Chess Project is a project that's inspired by Loot Project. Essentially, developers might be able to use these NFTs to build games on top of. A bit similarly, the Mecha Project launched their NFTs, which are essentially a text file of randomly generated mechas. Power Goons is a collection of different goons with different features, which you can buy on NF Trade. And then there is a bunch of NFT projects that to my knowledge only have Twitter accounts. First is Avalanche Dogs, which is made by the Ship Avax team. There is Joy Boys, which is based on One Piece. Avax Homes is a collection of 10,000 3D houses, which in some cases can also include references to other Avalanche projects. Crypto Smokers is that I know nothing of except that it's an NFT project. And Tubby Reindeer is a collection of 5,000 NFTs launching on Kalao. Avamon is an NFT collection that seems to be based on Pokemon. 3 Dice Roll is a bit similar to Mecha Project. If you own any mechas, you might be able to get a couple of free dice rolls as well. Again, I believe developers will be able to integrate these NFTs into their games if they want. Crypto Puffies is a project that's being launched by the Penguin.Finance team. Royal Family is something I do not yet know a whole lot about, but to my understanding it will be an NFT collection of multiple rarities where there will be one king which will be the most rare. And Avax Wildlife will, I imagine, be a collection of different wildlife NFTs. Then finally, you can now interact with the YetiSwap NFT marketplace in beta on the Fuji testnet. And Kalao, which will combine virtual reality with NFTs, where you can create your own gallery and it also kind of functions as a marketplace. They're currently holding a competition where you can win some free Kalao tokens. There's a couple tasks like following them on social media and other channels, plus referrals. I think only the top 1,000 participants win some tokens. But if you're interested in checking it out, I would appreciate again if you would use my referral link to do so. As always, I will be leaving that down in the description. But that's it for today, everyone. It's been a very long video. I'm not sure how long it will be to watch, but on my side it's taken quite a long time. So even though we couldn't go very in depth on all of the projects, I do hope you appreciate getting a little look into a couple of them. Follow the ones you're interested. As always, do your own research, especially this time I've had extra little time to look into all of them. But I just wanted to share so you were aware of all this stuff happening on the Avalanche ecosystem. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in the next one. And goodbye.